CLE. I am Shawn Literacy. Today here in the studio with us we have Kaitlin Tonelli and our very own boutique boss, Lisa McGuthry. Welcome, ladies. I'm really excited. Kaitlin started a Montessori school right here in the inner city, right on Shaker Square. I'm not going to talk much. I'm going to let her give us the details about why she decided to start a Montessori school, why she chose Shaker Square right here in the inner city. Remember, HOOD stands for Helping Out Our Disenfranchised. And here on ShopTalk CLE, it's Cleveland Literacy Efforts. So,
yes.
Welcome.
Well, hi everyone, and thank you guys so much for having me here. I really appreciate it. So, my name is Kaitlin Tonelli. I'm head teacher and founding teacher of Goldenrod Montessori. And my lovely business partner, Jill Evans, couldn't be here today, but she sends her well wishes, and she's so grateful for this opportunity as well. So we're opening up a Montessori preschool and kindergarten in Shaker Square at the old Flawless Barbershop. We accept vouchers. We have limited scholarships for families that might need help with tuition payments. And our tuition overall is only $6,750 a year.
Wow.
So it's pretty decent. But like I said, we do accept vouchers. We are one of the only Montessori schools on the east side that accept vouchers. So that's a huge part of the equity piece for us. We want every child, no matter what neighborhood they're living in, to be able to have access to Montessori education and have positive and meaningful hands-on learning experiences.
And even as a single mom myself, and even raising a gifted son, I struggle to find, if I live in the inner city, because this is the rent that I can afford, a school system that's unbiased, a school system where equality and injustice is there. A lot of times I don't feel that all of it is in the pot. I've always been a mom that drove my son 15 to 20 minutes every day to school just so he can have a quality education. That's one of the reasons why Lisa and I decided to start ShopTalk CLE, to give parents, educators such as yourself, a platform to talk about it. And then with COVID-19, the disrupt of the school system, virtual teaching, virtual learning in some zip codes, because the zip codes that got resources and the zip codes that has money, school is open. It might not be open 5 days a week, but they figured out a way to make sure that those children can get in the classroom. So I really appreciate what you and Jill are doing as far as a Montessori, and a lot of people don't really understand. So tell us just a little bit what Montessori is.
So Montessori is based off the teachings of Dr. Maria Montessori in Italy. She was alive back in the late 1800s. She's deceased now, but her methods are tried and true. Basically, you kind of build the curriculum around the child's interests, and there's something called sensitive periods where a child would be more interested in learning about architecture or reading or phonics, and you kind of let them give that time to kind of master it on their own, because then they really absorb the information. So what we do is prepared a very productive learning environment that's stimulating for the children, but we give them the freedom to pick what they want to do. We might demonstrate how to use the Montessori materials, like there's a lot of sorting. So we would show them, okay, we're gonna sort all the red beans into the first cup. Then you're gonna sort the yellow beans into the other cup. So we kind of model it and then let them kind of explore it and take as much time as they need to, master that concept. Making it positive for them, because I think a lot of children get stressed out with assessments, like I was saying before, and testing. And I think a lot of the teachers feel pressure too, to okay, we're gonna wrap this up, we're gonna move to the next activity. And with Montessori, it's more relaxed, it's more calm, and I feel like that makes a more conducive, positive, healthy learning environment.
Now, with children, is it something that's recommended for children that maybe they have ADHD or?
Yes, we are all inclusive.
Okay.
So actually, it might work better if your child has ADHD, because we might be able to use some resources to help them be more engaged in things that they're interested about, or something that, you know, they might be ahead of, you know, in terms of like, you know, they might, a 3-year-old is obviously going to be not as the level as a 5-year-old. So we want to be able to challenge them and give them the right curriculum to keep them engaged and focused and just happy to be at school.
Right. That's one of the things that we happened with us. Our daughter had ADHD. Well, she has ADHD.
Yep, my son too.
But to keep her engaged in an educational setting, she literally was like 3 years old and told me, "Call my dad. I'd rather go home anyway and watch Andy Griffith," because she wasn't challenged.
Exactly.
So it was like, okay, we've done that already. So what else are we going to do?
Exactly.
And so keeping them engaged is so important, especially when, you know, for that. And then she's a gifted child, so I didn't want her to have an IEP or a 504 plan.
You wanted her to have.
I wanted her to have names, just regular learning, you know. So even now, with her on track to earn an IB diploma, we're not, you know, we don't have an IEP. We don't have a 504 plan. We just want her to be challenged.
Yeah, just a normal, healthy little girl that has a lot of interest.
Yeah, has a lot of interest, because right now she started off with,
she's excited.
Yeah, she's excited. She's taking Algebra 1 and Geometry in her first year of high school.
And you are Lauren's first advocate.
Absolutely.
A lot of times what I always explain to parents when we're doing the parent engagement piece with the schools, and schools have closed down, so we're kind of missing a lot of parent engagement, is you're their first advocate. If you have a child and that school is calling every day and you know your child, maybe it's just time to go talk to the teacher or the principal, or just show up at the school. Maybe you need some classroom time. For an example, just for me, is being present, because they have stereotypes for parents. That we, and although we work and although we do our daily tasks, we're their first advocate. So for me, you can't pretty much just tell me anything. I'm coming to see. I want parents understand that sometimes also the school isn't a fit. Sometimes it's just not a fit. Like honestly, it just didn't fit. It's a great school.
Nothing personal.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
But you have to, don't just say, okay, the school called 5 times and you're finna beat the blood out your child. It might not be that. So advocate for the children. And then on the flip side of that, ensure that your children are reading 20 minutes a day. Let me give you a good system to use. If you have older children, turn it into a reward system. Let them know, mommy needs you to read to your little sister or your little brother for 20 minutes. And if you do, and say they like Mitchell's ice cream, on Saturdays at 10 a.m., we'll go to Mitchell's. As long as you read Monday through Friday to your little sister or your little brother. Now it takes the punishment out. It takes the chore out. Now they have a reward something, so they have something to look forward to. And then for the moms with sons, stop telling me and Lisa you can't get your son to read. I know they got a phone, they got a tablet, they got a gaming system. I'm gonna give you another trick. When they go to bed, the remote control disappears. When they wake up, they can't find the remote to the gaming system anywhere. Have them sit down right there and read to you 20 minutes. After they're done reading to you, give them their remote back. But we are the parents. Take back over parenting. Lisa, share with us some of the strategies that you used as a parent, just ensuring that the children are reading. And then we're going to follow with you. What things do you have in place to ensure that the children are reading?
So I know for me, my children read to me. I read with them. That's like our cuddle time.
Okay.
So every night is a story time. Even my daughter now, she's 14. She still looks forward to those evening cuddle times, and we're reading together. So that's important. And you know, usually when girls, especially girls, when they get that age of 13, 14, they don't like mom. She's looking for that cuddle time. She's going, hey, mom, are you coming in? Are you going to tuck me in? Or are we reading tonight? That's essential. You know, so you have to build those relationships. You have to make it important. You have to teach them how to be better citizens. And that's why I teach her all the time. You can do this. I need you to read to grandson. I need you to read, because she's a auntie to to a 6-year-old and a 14-month-old.
Yeah.
So read to
Perfect
them.
opportunity.
Yes.
Perfect.
Now, what do you have in place?
So basically, I want to agree with you. Like, we encourage families to read for at least 20 minutes a day. I think it's a wonderful idea that both of you brought up, having it be not a dreadful thing to do. And also, when they win that reward of ice cream, then they can feel proud about themselves too. You know what I mean?
And the older one got their 20 minutes reading in.
Exactly.
That's the
So
key.
it's killing
They
two
were
birds
reading
with
the
one
kindergarten
stone.
book.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like you got a 2-for-1 right
Right.
there. The younger child that has not been able to learn to read hears the older child read for 20 minutes.
Right.
The older child got their 20 minutes in for the day. That's what it's about. Let me share some statistics with you for the last few minutes of the show. If you read with the child 20 minutes a day, at the end of the school year, the child will know 1,800,000 words. If you read with a child 5 minutes a day, at the end of the school year, a child will know 180,000 new words. And if you read with a child just 1 minute a day, at the end of the school year, the child will know 1,800 new words. If you ask a child, would they rather learn 1,800 or 1,800,000? They always reach for the 1,800,000. But we as parents and as educators have to ensure that we carve out those 20 minutes a day. It can be in the car, it can be on the bus, it could be a fun trip down to the corner, it could be a quiet time walk to the beach with a blanket and a book. But just ensure that your child, especially during this COVID-19 in their home, is reading 20 minutes a day. Welcome back to ShopTalk CLE, Cleveland Literacy Efforts. I am Shawn Literacy. Our special guest, Kate, and our book boss, Lisa, are here with me in the studio. Right now, I want to talk about how you can get involved, what it is that you can do, and how you can make a difference in your community. One of the ways, Goldenrod is running raffle tickets right now as they begin to get ready to open up the school in October. Lisa and I, of course, this is a resource center, so you can come get free books. I would say you can drop off books, but I'm scared because our book donations have overpowered our library. But no, it's amazing because the turnaround time, and we're also getting prepared for the holidays, so all these books will be gone. And then the third thing, you can always stop by the boutique. This is more than just a boutique. 12730 Larchmere. Ladies, please tell them, as parents now, we're all 3 parents, what are you doing with COVID-19, with virtual learning, to help your children stay on track?
Ooh. So I have a 15-year-old, and honestly, a lot of bribing and taking away things that I know that it will hurt. His iPhone, his Xbox, but it's just a daily struggle, especially at 15, because they think that they're grown. And I remember being that age too, but you're not grown. So just the daily challenge of trying to keep them motivated, even though I get why they don't feel motivated. So it's like a battle within myself too. I just try to be consistent and lead by example and point out, you know what, Connor, right now mom's going to do a meeting and it's 7 o'clock at night. Now, would I want to do this meeting? No, but I have to do this meeting. Like, trying to instill that this is just life. You know, buck up, cowboy.
Right.
You know?
So for us, we've never had a video game in our house.
Okay.
She does have an iPhone, but I will take it. You witness.
Yep, there
I
you
will
go.
take the phone.
Get what hurts.
I'm a no bars hold parent. I don't play.
Yeah.
So she knows when I say it is, that's what it is. And we you know, she likes that warm, fuzzy stuff. So she still wants hugs and, you know, she's a sweetheart. This is her t-shirt line. This is her fall line, the Do Good line. She's been an entrepreneur since she was 6, giving back to Laura's Home, which is a women and children's shelter on Cleveland's near West Side. She makes bracelets and tees. So come in and check out her t-shirt line, the Do Good line for fall. And we are focused on, I'm interacting with her teachers. So I get a list of what's not completed. So if it's not completed, you're not moving.
Constant.
You're going to, we're dealing with this. If I have to work, you have to work.
So you set it up with the school that it comes to you, any assignments that's
Any
not-
assignments that's not
How do you
complete.
keep up with kindness work?
It's same type of thing. The teachers kind of give you a
Okay, you
lowdown.
guys are in the same school system?
Are you gonna check our heights?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
kind
it's
of
the
figured
same.
that. Let me share something. Literacy in the Hood. Hood stands for helping out our disenfranchised. Those children that's in the inner city that doesn't have suburban resources. They're gonna need that little bit of a bump, and they're gonna need a little bit of help. Because some of those parents haven't received anything from school yet.
Right.
And I keep seeing a lot of things that roll out. It's like, check our website. But I keep checking on the parents who have children with IEPs. And what I'm noticing is they're falling behind with the resources.
And the cracks.
Yes.
And the stories are getting a little bit more horrific. So if you're an educator, even if you're not an educator, help your family. I always tell Lisa, we were being interviewed for the Women's Journal, and I don't have to think about anybody else. I can think about me raising a black son in the inner city, because this is the rent that I can afford. I can think about me as a parent. My house ain't cute with the cute classroom set up so I can play teacher all day because I gotta go to work, so I can be able to afford for me and him to have somewhere to live and eat and sleep. So with that being said, sometimes when you think about our family members, just call them. Did the babies read today? And then what Literacy in the Hood is finna start doing, rolling out in October, we're gonna read every day live.
Wow.
Great.
That's
So we
amazing.
learn-
Well, if you want an extra reader, I would love to help you.
I would love it. I'll send you
Yeah.
a link on how we're doing it. We're gonna roll out with a few celebrities, but
Yeah.
what we really want to do is create a buzz around reading and make reading fun again. Not only make reading fun again, but talk about the importance of why families need to be read. Before we get off the show, I want to share with you just a real current fact. If you're in a home with readers and you're in a home where reading is being promoted, the children in their home are reading and they have access to books. If you're in a home and reading is not a priority and education is not a priority, not only are you not reading, but you also don't have any books, and you may not know that there is ways that you can get free books. So one of the biggest things that Lisa and I, yes, this is a boutique, yes, she does sell clothes, but it's more than a boutique. In the back of the boutique, we have free books every day, we have free snacks every day, but then we have learning pods. The children can come here for 2 hours a day, not only to do their work, because the boutique is Wi-Fi accessible so they can log in, but Lisa has her doctorate in education, and then we have other educators that are here that can assist them with virtual learning. One more thing, and not just to keep talking about Lisa and I, but we're just working on some things in the community. We're going to do, and you can funnel yours through the school to us, but grandparents who have custody of their grandchildren,
Yes, that's a huge
who are
thing.
struggling with virtual
Yes.
teaching. We just want to be able to, one, wrap our arms around them literally,
Yes.
but then virtually be able to pour the resources into them that they need, figure out what they need, and then really be able to try to assist them.
Absolutely.
So I know we can't help all 5,000 CMSD students, but what we can do is invest in minds one book at a time by ensuring that the children have access to free books. I want them to know how they can reach you, Lisa, and then
absolutely.
that's how they can reach you.
We are located here at 12730 Larchmere Boulevard, Our Favorite Things Boutique. We are open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. We have resources for parents. We have books. We have meals, hot meals during the daytime if you come between the hours of 12 and 4. And if you're homebound and you're a senior in the area, we'll deliver that meal for you. We have transportation drivers. But we really want to pour back into our community, so we're absolutely more than a boutique. Call us at 1-800-975-0731. That phone will ring directly to me, and I will answer and ensure you get your needs met.
You can find me, Shawn Literacy, founder of Literacy in the Hood at literacyinthehood.com, and then Literacy in the Hood social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, a line of books. Go ahead.
And you can find Goldenrod Montessori on Facebook, Instagram, and if you have any questions, you can email us at info@goldenrodmontessori.org. And once again, we have open enrollment for preschool and kindergartners, and we accept vouchers and have limited scholarships. So hope to talk to you guys soon.
And remember, read with your child 20 minutes a day. It'll change their life and set them on a path to become a lifelong learner. See you next week.
Bye, guys.